says it's having difficulty going live.
I have my Washington State medical marijuana card.
Oh, that is cool.
I have non-latex condoms. I have coffee cards. I have old fortunes from fortune cookies, paper clips, hair clips, makeup mirror. I wonder what this is. Oh, there is something wrapped up in this receipt. I wonder what it is. Oh, little bits of crystals.
What kind of crystals are there?
Crystal meth, of course.
Holy moly.
Oh, I do have a pen. Yay. And a taser.
That's what
Just
matters.
in case. Don't get fresh, Dan.
I'll try not to.
I actually really want to tase someone with it just to see.
Probably wouldn't do much. Hey, how's it going there, Chris? Nice to see you this morning. Doing anything fun? I'm sitting here at Coffe with Troublemaker.
Hey, Chris.
There's the Troublemaker.
Don't let him fool you.
Chris he's out in Belgium. So, have your fish been doing anything awesome lately? I think we just lost you again. Oh, look, he says, hello, charming, you are lucky.
I'm lucky or he's lucky?
I will not kill you, bro. I know she's better to look at than my fish, huh?
I don't know about that. I don't got quite as many bright colors.
I was trying to figure out if I could get find the cop tonight, because I was supposed to email him and I didn't email him, and I totally spaced it for like 3 days. And I was sitting here at Coffe tonight and I was thinking, man, I have to email Bourne, so I can get his address so I can send him some grass. I like saying that, so I think it's funny, but I think it's cool to have, you know, really nice guppy grass.
Guppy grass.
It's beautiful again.
You're not talking about the grass that's legal here in Washington?
No, I can't send, you know.
Oh, to the cop in another state?
Yeah. She heard this story. I think it's funny that the cop wants some grass, some of the good stuff.
The good Washington grass.
Yeah. Trying to
back a little bit. We could target the
see.
old.
No, I don't think
it's the light. There we go. Get it. Just, there you go.
There we have to. Yeah. Oh, so you got two oxygenators.
Half a face of each of us.
Yeah, you could just probably dig her for the night, and we'll see.
Yeah, but then I start feeling self-conscious.
Oh, they sent you 2 oxygenators and you only ordered 1. That is cool. So you got the A, which I think that's the bigger than the mini.
I have no clue.
Yeah. She's not.
I could be like Vanna White. I'd be like,
She's gonna help me present all my angel fish from now on, because she's got the angelic face. You see. I hope
with this light, I could have a halo.
I hope she boosts my angel fish sales, and then you know, my guppies will now have to compete with her beauty, and they'll, you know, get even more color in their tails.
Oh, is that how guppies work?
Yeah, yeah. If you put color in their tank, they color up.
Because they're trying to blend, or because they're trying to compete?
They're trying to blend. You have a black and white tank, you get black and white guppies. You have color in your tank, they color up.
Wow. Are they limited as far as what color they can be?
But you have to breed.
So, like, if you put teal in their tank, would you get teal guppies?
No, you have to breed the color in, but they'll go lighter teal in a lighter tank, and they'll go darker teal in a darker tank.
Oh.
They'll shift their color a little bit.
Wow. Doesn't sound like he's listening to what we're saying.
Yes. A little bit. Hey, how's it going tonight, Tim? Me and my friend Rissa here are chilling at Coffe
Hey, Tim.
in the middle of the night, so we thought we'd boost up a live stream.
It was all his idea.
But yeah, it's having fun. Yeah, it's good to see you up late at night, Tim. What are you probably working on your music? I feel bad about the glare of the light. We have to do something awesome about it.
I can't. My chair's on the way. There we go. Oh, there we go. Just mute
I think
it.
that's better. Mutes it out a little bit.
There we go. How about that?
That's good, Chris. I was just reading. So that's the bigger of the small oxygenators before you go into the pond size. So you probably drop that in 100 and be pretty happy. Oh, Tim, you're actually working on your tanks. That's cool. Just got a new anemone and some new coral. That's cool. So that means you're gonna have to do like a live stream, and we'll get in it. And I remember when you had that last anemone. I really enjoyed it. Got kind of bummed to watch him just kind of, well, melt away into nothing. That was kind of, it was interesting to watch your anemone do that. So Chris says, hi Tim, how's the algae in the reef tank doing? I didn't know you were probably growing algae, Tim, to feed the coral, huh? So Tim said you're going to start live streaming again soon with the happy face. That's cool. I used to have a lot of fun in your live streams, especially when you let like 3 or 4 people come in and cause a ruckus. Definitely fun.
Dan likes to cause ruckuses.
You guys, I can't. Yeah, it makes my smile bright. Shenanigans. I'm out with her, big shenanigan troublemaker.
In this light, it looks like I have 2 black eyes.
Yeah. I'm getting 2 cameras, so one I can have on my big tank and one on my saltwater tank. That would be cool. Then you can, have the dual view, or then you can show us you and have your tank in the side view. I actually tried to do 2 cameras the other day. I forget the name of the program I was running, but it wouldn't allow me to do 2 shots at the same time. I could have one or the other. I was trying to think of the name. I was trying to think of the name of the guys. It's not Sergeant. It's Captain Savage. Captain Savage uses 2 cameras and does it incredibly well. But he's got like 5 feeds. He's got chat in one box. He's got a camera in another box. He's got the side view camera in another box. He's got a fish tank in a box, and then he has a free box. And sometimes he'll play like my video or some of your guys' videos in that free box. So it works out pretty good. But I forget, I think what system he uses. You guys will probably have to talk to Captain Savage because his live stream stuff is awesome. Sure, you made it. I love my bro from this. Yeah, you guys, this is where it's at, I think, because we just have way better chat than the big channels. I think, I just think it's hard to be in one of Corey's chats when, he's got 100 people in there. I think it's great to have, like, the little 4 people on camera and, like, I don't know, 15 people in chat makes it super fun. It's doing good because I'm keeping my lights on and get the coral to grow faster. Yeah, Timon, I'm pretty sure you know about that actinic blue lighting up in the 10,000 K range, because that's what the coral needs. That deep, deep blue. What is it? I think it's like 1,000 nanometers or above. The blue that I use is 720 nanometers. The 5,400 Kelvin is what I use. Hopefully that helps. Let me go down and chat a little bit.
The blue that I use is more of a peacock blue.
Oh, so she's talking about her makeup. See, I'm talking lighting. Isn't it great? We're on the same, you know. All right, let's see.
Sometimes an azulian blue.
Chris, that's a great point. We are only here for the love, not here for the green. Although I see who just showed up for the green, who wants my guppy grass. Nice to see you here, Aquarium Cobb. I started this stream, and I told him the only reason I started this stream was to find you and let you know I was being a little slow on getting that email off to you. So I know it's been 3 days, but I'll have to get that. Oh, Captain Savage uses his OBS. Let me write that down.
So what does your friend do with fish, Dan?
I don't know. She doesn't do anything with fish yet, but I'm trying to.
I eat fish.
She eats fish. I'm trying to get her into.
I like fish sticks with barbecue sauce mixed with mayonnaise.
See what a great friend she is.
Or smoked salmon. That's about it. Every once in a while, some nice flaky cod. That's what I do with fish. I once had a beta. I once had 3 betas. That was about it.
See, she had some betas.
I like the blues and greens.
So Corey, Rob, yes, becoming too big. Yeah, they're just not. It's not fun anymore. Aquarium Cop, Dan, Chris, and Tammy. I think we're still all fun. So Cop, are you? I'm probably at work tonight, keeping the peace. I'd give you the double thumbs up by the other camera. You know, there you go, double thumbs up. Now we're fist fight, thumb fighting. Woo! So. Yes, Dan, I have a full spectrum 4-foot marine LED with the blue LEDs in the range the human eye can't see. That's cool. Just got a little happy face thumb. Yeah, so that must be that up in the 10,000. I forget what range our eyes quit seeing at, but I think it's like far blue and ultraviolet. Basically, is a shade of red, blue that we don't see. I mean, I think it's that. I could be wrong, you guys will probably teach me, but I think it's that one of those ultraviolet blue shades that our eyes can't pick up. It's a wavelength that the coral picks up, and the most important thing about the blue light is it's the blue light energy that does not get absorbed by water, where the red light energy does not penetrate water. So that's why corals and other stuff really do rely on that deep blue, because it's only the deep blue that is able to penetrate through the layers of water.
The visible range is 400 to 700 nanometers.
All right, well, she just read that the visible range of light is from 400 to 700 nanometers. But I think I can see 720, so I don't know.
Well, you just gotta be just a little bit better, don't you?
See, Tim, that's what I dig about these live streams. I never would have understood about actinic lighting if I wasn't on somebody else's stream talking about salt water and coral and what they need. And I think you guys in salt water have added to me in my fresh water.
So it makes sense that like fresh water and salt water would absorb different light ranges. So different fish need different, like more intense light if they're in salt water, right?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about fish. I'm just
No.
a science nerd. salt would add density, mineral density to the water.
Yeah, that's true. My first fry is almost ready to sell. That's awesome, Chris. G Grass Chris. Yep. I'm trying to figure that out. 3 views, 3 thumbs up. Huge. Yep. I got everybody liking my stuff. You'll be home in 10 minutes. That's awesome. I think that's the green frog, which means you're playing Frogger to get home.
So does that mean that he's driving and texting? That's illegal in Washington.
Look at that. She caught you driving and
Driving and
texting.
texting, distracted driving, is a ticketable offense in Washington.
Hey, did you take that special class where they teach you how to text and drive? I bet you did. Thumbs up. I know you're on the ball. Double thumbs up. Weasel Stew. You still don't say weasel with a Z. And I'm going to have to put my weasel video up where I'm teasing the weasel with a feather.
Oh,
That's the thing I really dig, Tim. I was just reading your comment. Yeah, Dan, we learn a lot. I love teaching about saltwater and learning about freshwater. I want to know more about saltwater. I mean, eventually would love to have a saltwater tank. Then I could just go to, well, the Commencement Bay and grab some really awesome fish. You guys, I got to share this with you. So I was watching the pogies the other day, the pile perch out in the saltwater. And the males are like 1 male to 20 females, and these males were just swimming the figure eights, trying to show off to these females like nobody's business, and they color up too. So the males were twisting and going nuts, and you know all the ladies around were just like, yeah, whatever, get a move, learn a Michael Jackson, you know, whatever. But yeah, these males just, they're, I don't know, it's like a school of like 1,000 or something, maybe like 600. But yeah, there's probably about 50 males just going crazy, and couldn't stop laughing. And I was thinking it would be super fun to take a net and catch a few of these little pogies because they're about 4 inches long and stick them in my tank. And then I thought about water changes would be just go down to the bay like once a day and get, you know, a 5-gallon bucket of water and whoosh. So I don't know, but yeah, thinking about going salty.
So I find it funny that in all other species, it's the males that like dress up and get all bright and colorful and try and impress the females. And with humans, it's the females who try and impress the males. Because, I'm sorry guys, most guys out there are not very impressive in the way that they dress.
High five, guys, because we've convinced the females to be awesome. We don't have to work at certain things. Like looking awesome, we just have to like work at actually being awesome. She just has to look awesome, right?
I just get to be arm candy.
Is she arm candy, you guys?
There we go. You just have to like turn it because then I'm arm candy to you. There you go.
Makes fish guy. See, that's why I'm the happy fish guy. You guys know it. You see, even if I'm not with fish, I'm still happy and having fun. It's the salinity that creates the difference in the reflection of light. Well, I think part of that, Tim, is because salt water is thicker and heavier than light. And I know that's why when salt water and fresh water mix, the reflected light is different. 2 people died in my city today, separate car accidents, so please no texting and driving, everyone. Yeah, that totally dig on that. Yes, Chris, I agree. My fish do sleep.
I know people who put their tablets on their steering wheels.
So, Chris, that's a good point about letting the fish sleep. Some fish do actually need that lights off period and the plants off. I get amazed because, to the best of my knowledge, people only run their tanks for 8 hours of light, which to me doesn't make a lot of sense. I run 14 hours of light a day, and I do that so that my plants are constantly pumping oxygen into my tank. So when the lights are on, oxygen; when the lights are off, carbon dioxide, and then you can get a pH shift due to the carbon dioxide. Something I haven't totally figured out yet.
Due to the carbon dioxide and the pH?
Yeah.
Oh, well, the pH just has to do with the free hydrogens that
Yeah.
are there. So,
Yeah.
so you're trying to maintain a pH?
No. When I'll have to explain it to you really quick. When you run your lights during the day, your plants are gassing off oxygen
Yeah.
and sucking out
I'm
carbon
trying to
dioxide.
understand what you're trying to,
Tell
what you
them.
don't get about the pH thing.
Oh, well, when you have a lower amount of carbon dioxide, then your pH is different than when you have a higher amount of carbon dioxide in the water.
Yeah. Because it's just all about hydrogens.
That's it. So,
Yeah.
stuff I haven't tried to figure out because I'm like, I don't need to. Maybe one day I will, you guys.
I'm a chemist, so.
See, so that's why we have her around. So now we'll figure out all fish tank stuff.
I took a whole class in it's analytical chemistry, and almost all we did was calculate pHs and do like multiple step pH titrations and calculating them. So pH and hydrogens are something that I'm slightly versed in.
Let's see what they all right, so if you guys have hydrogen questions, we'll figure it out tonight.
So do you want to maintain a steady pH, or is it's natural for the fish to have
It's
that
natural.
change?
It's natural.
So why are you boggled by it?
It's an automatic.
I know. But
All
like,
right,
why?
So
Do you just not understand it, or is it a problem?
no, not a problem. So
Oh,
people
okay.
that run their tanks 8 hours a day
Mhm.
and then have their lights off 18 hours a day,
Mhm.
the lights off allows the pH to change a lot.
Yeah.
And so that's why I'd run my lights 14 hours a day and I only have them off for 10.
Yeah.
And because mine are only off for 10, whereas everybody else's is off for like 16, my pH doesn't change that much.
That makes sense. And then also having the longer light cycle is more like nature.
Yeah, yeah. So a lot of people that only run their lights for 8 hours end up with this huge period of darkness and end up with these huge pH swings that I don't understand. I'm like, all right. I guess if I had pH swing problems, I'd dig into it more and try to figure it out. I can't text and drive on a tablet.
Fish have learned to adapt to the pH swings.
No, they die.
Well, that too. But eventually they would learn to adapt.
Yeah, he was trying to figure out what the problem is, and I was trying to, tell her other people, this is kind of off the subject, but other people that have their lights on 8 hours a day and have them off for, 16 or 18 hours, get a huge pH swing, and sometimes as that pH swings, the fish can't adjust to that pH swing as fast, and they end up dying off. So I've heard of quite a few people having, their pH is already a little out of range, and then the lights go off, and the pH goes a little more out of range, and then your fish die. I haven't had any fish die to a pH swing because I don't allow my lights to stay off that far. And I think my plants regulate my pH a little bit. So let's see what awesomeness I missed in chat. Those look cool like scuds or something, but can be dangerous for baby shrimps or fish. I don't know if I can pull up that link. And I don't know if we'll save it. You guys look cute together, inviting me to the wedding.
Aww.
Thumbs up, Tim. I can only be hopeful, She has to get divorced first, and I have to tell her enough lies to convince her to marry me. Because
Or buy me a big enough ring.
Start helping me now.
I'm easy.
You guys got to come up with some good ones.
There you go. You can start a GoFundMe to buy me a giant ring.
I'm gonna start a GoFundMe, you guys. I'll start selling angelfish. No, Dan, I was speaking to Crazy Tim the time I was doing 8-hour stream. His fish also. Dude, that was the fun of it. Up all night long.
Oh, man, no. Oh my god, it's like 4:30 in the morning.
Holy moly, she just figured out what time it is. I've been concealing it from her. She drank some coffee that I got her and she's slowly waking up.
No, I've been awake.
Well, I kind of wore her out on our little date earlier. I took her on an adventure. We played some pinball.
That was lots of fun.
Almost took her to church. You guys know about church, right?
I kind of kicked his ass in pinball, and I've never really played
She
before.
did. She's new. You guys, she knows how to handle balls. I can say that. It was
Multiple balls at a
pinball.
time.
She got the multi-ball going on, so there's like 3 balls flying around the screen. She got her flippers going mad, and she maintained herself in a way that I was amazed at. And I was like, wow, this chick knows how to handle balls. I was impressed. Pinballs, but she got it going on. Multi-ball, bam. She got the jackpot like 4 times on this one machine. Blew me out of the water, so I couldn't keep up. I was like, dang. I think on one game though, like
You did the very last one.
the very last game we played, I hit this thing up
You
and I
got
got
the multi-ball
multi-ball, and then I got
multiple
multi-ball
times.
again, and then I got multi-ball again. I hit the jackpot like 8 times, and I got some $34 million score. And all games before that, we only had like 2 million or 3 million, so I
I got
just
4 million on one.
she got to 4 million on one, so. Anyway, let's see. That was very nice, that being said. Thanks, Chris. I make my fish adapt to my water parameters. I don't do the RODI stuff. Big debate regarding saltwater fish. Yeah, Tim, you're right. I've heard quite a bit of people do the reverse osmosis deionized. And I think the reverse osmosis is one thing, but I think when you deionize your water, that's a whole nother process because you're taking the ionized out of the water. And I think that ionization in the water is what
It allows it to conduct electricity.
yeah.
Deionized water does not conduct electricity.
Yeah, and I think that from what I read, deionized water actually kills fish because they can't survive in it without the ions. I think that there's something about the elements, the irons won't be absorbed, the calcium doesn't get absorbed, oxygen doesn't get absorbed as well.
Doesn't have any minerals in it.
Yeah, so all the minerals and yeah.
But yeah, there's the oxygen floating around separate from the hydrogens, so the fish wouldn't be able to breathe the oxygen in the water.
She just said that there's no oxygen floating around But yeah, when there's no ionization in the water, there's no chemical charge to hold anything in it, so everything just gone. If you have a lot of plants, yes, they will produce more CO2 at lights off. Yeah. That's why I don't have my lights off. Sweet Jesus, I found Chris Roma problem. Roma aquatics equals planarius issue.
I think they have like an antibiotic for that.
Yeah, planaria, that's don't you get the dog dewormer? I suspecting at Flip Aquatics off the snail culture, and Chris at many loss when he was on vacation. Tim, yeah, she's gonna teach me something about my pH. I'm gonna figure out how to get even healthier, happier fish than I got now. Because I'll understand pH a little more.
Do you think that your fish would be happier if the pH stayed more or less the same even with the lights out? Like if it was less of a variance with the fish?
My pH doesn't fluctuate that much because my plants and bacteria hold it in check. And my lighting.
Well,
if I didn't run my tank.
That was not really my question. Do you think that fish would be happier with less of a fluctuation?
Oh, they totally would be. So the key is that a lot of people haven't figured out how to have less of a fluctuation. But my tanks stay pretty stable. Chris, I think that's a great point about and I don't think a lot of people realize that that planaria, the worm, is sitting in the snails. And people don't really have a way to treat snails like they have a way to treat fish.
Parasite.
Yeah, Chris, it kind of gets bugged. Yeah, see, it says don't ever drink RODI water. It kills humans as well. Yeah, I think that if we get an amount of it in our system, we can't absorb it correctly.
You would have to drink a lot of deionized water.
Real quick, you guys, if you drink a gallon of water too fast, it'll kill you. People go, that's not possible. And I go, yeah, because if you drink a gallon of water, the salt level in your system, if it's naked water, basically it'll upset the balance of salt in your system. And when you upset the balance of salt in your system, you don't think right and you die. So. By the way, I didn't show much gratitude for me, but that's okay. Well, Chris, I'm always super happy for your wisdom. I mean, I know that you've helped me have happier fish, and I'm really excited to hear about the oxygenators that you use, because I think in some of my fish tanks, I might, well, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a couple of those hydrogen peroxide oxygenators and just play with them. I think any tool that anybody can use to have happier fish is awesome. Hey there, Big Easy. Good morning to you, fun. Wow, I got like 5 people in here chilling. For shrimps or nanofish, but angelfish will not let it happen. Yes, Rob said himself by checking all the shrimp one by one. Most fish can adapt to your local pH. More sensitive species like discus sometimes can have a problem. Yeah, Tim, that's a really good point. That's where I know some people that were doing the discus. One of the guys was mentioning that he was getting 5-gallon water from Safeway because it was RO water, and he was mixing it with his tap water because his tap water was too hard for the discus. Anyway, he said that he would bring the water down to 75, and then he would pH it 75 parts per million as opposed to 200. My water comes out of my tap in Tacoma at 120 parts per million. So basically my guppies like it at 150, and I start cleaning my tank when it gets to 200. So simple little parts per million pen. Might have to order them online, Amazon, but yeah, I got mine. Mine was like $40, and I can check 12 tanks. Takes me about a minute. And Tim, that's another good thing is I look at for me, and my local fish store made a mention. He goes, the fish were raised in local Tacoma water, so I don't have to do the drip acclimation. And I figure if I got a fish that didn't live in Tacoma water very well, or I had to make some crazy changes, I wouldn't want to keep fish. It'd be too much work. And I think rabbit snails never could be kept with shrimps. Don't rabbit snails attack, Chris? Trying to scroll down in chat real quick. I think Cop is driving home. The oxygenator is very great. Before using it, I was losing a lot of fry every day. Yeah, I think the more oxygen, the real deal is just more flow. But I think having more oxygen from using it, not lost a single fry. I just think that oxygen, yeah, in so many different places, if we don't have enough oxygen going on, then stuff goes anaerobic and starts screwing up. But I wonder if oxygen is just oxidizing stuff in that within your fry tank and making it easier. I'm sure it's making it easier for the fry to breathe, but I'm also wondering what bacteria are being kept at bay. So Big Easy is in the house, and I just want to let you know, Big Easy, that I'm at a coffee shop, so chilling with beautiful lady.
Hey.
But I thought I'd
He's
just
a little biased.
I'd just cruise a little live stream up to say hi to everybody because I haven't gotten a live stream in a little while. So, anyway, Big E's, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad Bajorn, I love saying that, is here because I have to tell you guys I have to hopefully be getting an email off to you and Bjorn about getting some grass sent across. I just love saying grass across state lines. I know that like somebody's picking it up and is like, what's this guy doing? We better eye him big time. But yeah,
I got my grass card.
She actually has a Washington grass card.
I got a grass card. Got it on me.
There we go. So that means
I'm legal.
she's legal to have grass, and I'm legal to have guppy grass. Fish take what they need, not so much, but it boosts the filter bacteria, and that's what's so great on it. And like Chris, I think that's the big point that a lot of people don't understand. The bacteria that we need in the fish tank is just oxygen. They're oxygen hoards, and if you don't give them enough oxygen, and not only do they need enough oxygen, but they need enough flow of that oxygen around the tank. People put the gravel in, right? You got a layer of gravel, you got no flow. For my tank, I actually set it up so that my filter pours and falls, and so I have a nice like flow across that gravel. My filter is making air bubbles. I've got a bubbler making air bubbles, but the bottom line is there's circulation in my tank, so there's a nice slow little bit of circulation through that gravel, keeping that bacteria alive. I gravel vacked a couple nights ago. Well, I figured out how to take 25 gallons, my five-gallon water containers that I can hold 25 gallons of water in. I got some extra fish heaters the other day, and because I used that dechlorinator, I threw 25 gallons through my tanks, turned around and refilled them, put the dechlorinator in. I dropped 4 fish heaters in, because I have 4 extra fish tank heaters, and for the 5 gallons, and I started emptying them. And so just to have fun, I put 50 gallons of fresh water through my tanks last night. So I have about 270 gallons? Yeah. So basically a quarter of the water got changed last night. It's pretty fun. Let me read what I'm missing in chat. Yeah, Chris, I'm just glad you join into these streams because you have such a scientific mind of awesome stuff. Thank also Mark Shrimp Tanks for that. I think I saw one of Mark Fish Tank's videos, and he had a little deal like that with the oxygenator, and he had all these little peppermint shrimp just cruising around. I probably had like 20 of them on it. And like he said, they just go to that and they get oxygen.
Peppermint shrimp sound like they'd be good in a mojito.
Man.
That'd be like kind of like a mix between like a shrimp cocktail and a alcoholic.
Okay, let's see. She's falling asleep, you guys.
No, I'm not.
I might have to take her home pretty soon.
I don't stay up this late.
Bad influence on her.
I'm supposed to be up at 8:30.
She needs her. I won't say she needs her beauty sleep. She needs her happy lady sleep. She's pretty beautiful, see, but she does need a happy lady sleep.
He did feed me and give me coffee, so I'm pretty happy.
Just half happy.
I'm pretty easy that way.
Yeah, I get lucky. I get nice ladies to hang out with. I get nice fish. What do you think? Is she prettier than my fish?
Did he just call me a fish? I think he called me a fish.
She might be slightly offended. That's lack of coffee.
At least I don't smell like a fish.
I might need a little more of this. By the way, this was my little, we'll just let everybody know where I'm at, chilling at the best coffee shop in the land. Give you a little tour. Look what I'm next to, you guys. That's a whole bunch of sugar.
Yeah, there's sugar free too.
Sugar awesomeness. That's the awesomeness of where I'm at.
The legendary Bertolino's. This is my first time to Bertolino's.
This is her first time to Bertolino's and her first time on a Fish Fam live stream. So she say hi to everybody to Fish Fam on live stream.
Hi. This is my first live stream ever.
So I gotta teach people new things every day.
There's things that I could teach you too.
Dan, when I say I didn't lost any more fry, when can I say more about it? That's the key. No, and that's the thing. I think if you're doing stuff where you're losing fish, then you need to start doing stuff where you don't lose fish. And I think that's the awesome stuff about talking with you, Chris, is that there's a solution that's really cheap. Peroxide, pretty effective. Yeah. I saw a $900 anemone yesterday. I wish saltwater species are as cheap as freshwater. I know, that's crazy. It makes me want to go swimming out in the Sound. I'll dig another one of those anemones up. She said, Big Easy. We all had a big kiss from her, but you're late, bro.
I didn't follow that.
All right, you guys, I feel bad. She's getting tired. So, and I see my phone is running low on batteries. So I'm probably gonna have to head out here. And probably get home, check on the fish, and yeah. But the real deal, I just want to, have a live stream. Let Bjorn and the Big Easy know that I was thinking about you guys, and I'm sorry that I didn't send you an email yet, and I'm gonna have to get an email off to you guys. And I guess if Tim, if you want some guppy grass, we'll have to figure out how to get it to you. And yeah, we'll figure it out. Congrats on the new girlfriend. Whoa, Tim, I don't know if we're gonna get there yet.
He's not asked me out, like, officially. It's more like a hangout. We've been friends for a long time, though. Like, what, 7 years? Something like that. Long time.
Yeah. Super incredibly awesome chick to hang out with. And we, like she said, we've just had a bunch of fun together. But we haven't gotten to play kissy face yet. So, she totally didn't hear that. And I'm trying not to turn red. I can't believe I said that.
There we go. That's because he smokes, and I don't kiss smokers.
I totally forgot about that. I totally, it's over my head. I'm too busy thinking about fish and other stuff. Anyway, Tim, bottom line, thank you for the 2 thumbs up, and we'll try to figure it out. Yeah, because she's a pretty awesome lady friend to have.
A lady friend.
Yes, much love, you guys. Thank you, Chris. That's pretty much the only reason, I boost up these streams is because I end up missing you guys. I'm like, I gotta go say hi to my friends and tell them, yo, haven't had a chance to get the grass off yet. And yeah, just awesome to have a little live stream and get to talk with Tim.
When I get my own live stream, I might steal your friends.
Yeah, she's
trying to convince me that I should get my own live stream, so.
She has to get a fish tank first, but actually she has to get like 4 of them, right, guys? 4 fish tanks, because that's how to get into this club.
That sounds good to me.
She might just get betas.
If I have just a giant like martini glass with a beta, does that count?
Probably.
I'll put like a plant in it.
I know, Biggie, you're a little late on the stream, but yeah, I'm in a coffee shop, so it's not like I can plug in. I think I'm the closest to you, Dan, since I'm in Washington, but I don't want any grass. Man, Tim, man. Maybe later. I can't do that on camera, though. You guys are gonna turn me red. Gonna get me embarrassed.
Why wouldn't you say?
No, she knows. No, Chris, Tim, now she wants to know what you said. I'm getting distracted.
Wait, Tim said?
Bjorn, come and we come and get the grass. Yeah. He says, oh, I'm just joking with you, Dan. Tim, I know you're laughing your ass off right now. And probably at my expense, but I'm laughing too. And my gal, she is laughing too. Oh,
phone died.
oh my word. That's terrible.